Hello, Sophie here, Sophie Stained Glass, a world of architectural glass videos. Please take a look. I have a series of videos today, and it's a series entitled Feel My Pain, because I attempt to lead the world's most wiggly, difficult windows, and I have Mark Cazalet to thank for that because he designed them. And very lovely they are too. Cut to video with Mark. Hello, Sophie here, Sophie Stained Glass, and I am very delighted to show you this window which Mark Cazalet, the amazing artist who designed and painted the window, has come to collect from me today. And I thought it'd be nice to just show it before he takes it away because you've all seen me struggle with it. So yeah, here it is, and doesn't it look amazing?
Sophie, you've done the most beautiful job. It's like a sort of magic trick when you bring the pieces in and then they're cut and they're leaded, and all the cleaning and the working of the lead on top, it just is beautiful.
I have to say it's been really interesting working on someone else's piece because obviously everyone's got their very own personal approach to making stained glass, and you learn a lot from other people. And you know, individually, oh my god, crazy. Put it together and it just looks stunning.
Good.
Just really stunning. And the other two pieces which we haven't shown you. So yeah.
Well, Sophie, I hadn't seen it against the light, so I'm trying to completely...
I know.
Okay, that's going to be very interesting. Yeah.
It's lovely. It's very harmonious.
I think, Sophie, all these things are very site-specific, aren't they? So it's about not, in this, it's a very dark hallway in the church. And if there was too much paint or the colours were too strong, I think the end of the church would look really gloomy.
Yeah.
And particularly for weddings, maybe funerals, I didn't want it to feel like a gloomy place.
Yes, definitely. And I know the church well because, viewers, let me tell you this. This is going into the church where I got married.
Oh.
Oh. So I'm looking forward to going back there to see it in place. It's probably, I probably haven't been there for about 25 years.
Wow.
So, not because I haven't been to Mass for 25 years, I need to say that, but we moved. So, yeah, good job,
Oh, thank you. I could not have done a third of it without your help, and so beautifully done as well.
Well, I am looking forward to seeing them in place.
And there are a few secrets we're not going to tell your viewers because they're you've concealed some mistakes of mine.
No, we don't talk about that,
of...
Mark.
Okay.
There you go, lesson for everyone. Nobody else notices. Don't mention the mistakes. Brilliant. Thanks.
Lovely.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, yes, they did go together in the end, but I wanted to do a real video of how difficult it was to do, because quite often when you do tutorials, you cut a lot out because, you know, time is your enemy and they do take a long time. And you do an awful lot of offering up, grinding, offering up, nibbling, hammering, taking apart, putting back together, recutting the lead, all those sorts of things. And I just wanted to show you that even people with lots and lots of experience struggle with difficult windows. And if you're a beginner, you'll probably struggle with every window, but you will get there until you come to a window like this. Yes, in a spirit of Schadenfreude, I hope you enjoy these. Today, I have one of those windows. You know, the ones you dread. I can't put it off any longer. Today, I'm going to see if it will defeat me. Hopefully, at the end of this video, I'll be able to say something like, well, it wasn't that bad after all. But yeah, that's me being rather optimistic. So let me show you the window. So this window in the middle is the one in question. And the reason it's going to be so difficult is because it is nothing but wiggly lines. Oh, so many wiggly lines. It's one of three windows. The other two windows, normal, sweeping curves. Not so much with this one though. So that's what I'm about to attempt. Wish me luck. So first job is to make my jig. This is not the straightest piece of wood, but I can probably bend it to my will. And some screws. So I'm lining it up with, let's find the cleanest edge. I'm lining it up with the drawing. Do one here, just before the bend in the wood. And now I'm going to stretch it to where I want it at the other end. And that will take the kink out. All good. So the first thing to say is we have a bit of an accident going on here, which Mark, the artist who designed this window, has told me about. But this window is going to be butting up against plain glass, so it's not keeping the weather out, and so we chatted about it and we thought this would be okay. There's so much going on in this window, and this is the topmost corner. I don't think it's going to offend anybody. So already tricky. Already tricky. Right. I don't normally try and do two pieces in one go, so I will abandon that as a notion. Especially as one of the pieces is actually in several pieces. What I'm not sure about is in this corner, whether I need my slant on that way or whether I need it on that way, but I think it's this way. So that's how I'm going to start. So when you're doing a window like this, and actually any window really, there are a series of decisions to make about the tiny minutiae of how you lead. Oyster knife, because this corner is bending down. Okay, so look, even the first piece is tricky. Okay. See how we go now. It's probably just as well this broken bit is one of the first pieces I am leading, because if this was the last piece I had to lead and there was a problem, that would probably just defeat me. There we go, that's okay. Now it's coming up very small to the pattern, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment, because with wiggles things generally grow. We will see. Now then, see, even in here we got this extra wiggle. I just don't see how that's going to be picked up by the lead. Normally when I have something as wiggly as this, I'll wrap it round the glass, put the glass in place, and then put the lead in place. But because it's broken and it also carries on between two pieces, that's going to be a bit tricky to do. Okay, now this piece needs trimming. Oh, or maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Let's see. I'll decide where I want that piece to end in a minute. Let's see. Will this work? Way too many wiggles here. Oh! Note to self, don't drop camera on stained glass window. Let me go and see if I can do something less precarious with this camera. So, just going to move these so I can see what effects I can get by giving this a bit of a thump. Okay. Yeah, that's not great really, is it? I'm going to take this lead out for a minute and just eyeball it and see what we've got going on. So if you push this piece up against here, you can see that this is the offending area. Now it's easier to take an external curve down than an internal curve, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I'm also going to take that bit off. I'm going to just smooth out that, and then I'm going to come back and see what it's looking like. Now I suspect the entire window is going to be like this. I'm going to nibble this with the grozers. I wouldn't normally do it over where I'm working. Why would I do that? I just make dust and bits. But it's so that you can see what I'm doing. Now, let's have a little go at this one. There we go. I'll smooth that one out. Now, let's see what we can see. There we go. This is the piece. They're all rather unidentifiable. Okay, so we've got a fit along here now, and we've just got to see what we can do about this. So I wonder if I can bring this a bit further down. No, that's not giving me what I need. This piece is too short. Now, what shall I do? I could take a bit more off here, so I could angle it a bit more, then that's going to throw that out. Well, this is great, isn't it? Piece number 3. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is what happens sometimes, by the way. You get these bits underneath your window, a little fending bits of debris you have to dig out. There we go. Right. What have we got going on here? So, any way we can get that a bit more over? Maybe that'll work. No, I can't use that because... Okay. It's so tricky with this piece being broken as well. Right, let's try that. Okay. Yay! A small amount of progress. I think I will just... I think I need to take that off and maybe a bit of that. Okay. I'm going to take off all the pointy bits, I think, because if I'm going to go round them with just the one piece of lead, I don't need pointy bits. Okay. Oh. Now I'm going to eyeball this and see where we're at. Okay. I'm going to take off that peak. And that peak, and that peak, and this. So this glass officially does not want to grind. I may actually have to admit defeat and go and get my grinder, which is in my other workshop.
Translate this lump in my throat into melody. If songwriting is not for
So I have resorted to grinding, which is not something I do much of, but I'm going to for this job. I can't not, to be honest. So there we go. Thank you for watching. You know, the moral is you will get there. Just it may take a long time. Thank you. Please like, comment and subscribe.